Yo, what up, guys? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
LA still on lockdown. LA still on lockdown.
Yo,
but just like all deaf, you said what?
I was gonna say it's cold purple out here. It's real.
I didn't even know that was an emergency color.
I thought it was royal.
Right? But I feel like everything else, just like all deaf, it's like, when it calms down, we shoot as much as we can.
Yeah.
In person for you guys. And then when they lock down, we have to, follow the rules. But It's all good. 2020 just is getting weirder and weirder. I don't love talking about this, but I can't believe it's actually real. This is probably just the most 2020 thing to ever happen and actually be real. I saw this and I thought it was 100% photoshopped, but Floyd Mayweather actually posts this. He is coming out of retirement to fight YouTuber Logan Paul. Bro. And I feel like at this point, y'all just don't respect the sport. Like, the boxers training since think about all the little Mexican kids who've been fighting since they were like 3 years old in the gym, them viral videos of them super impressive toddlers and shit. It's been their dream to hit the champ. And it turns out all you need was a crazy YouTube following.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Bro, I just sent you something else that I didn't think was real, but I found out that it was. I just sent it to your phone. You might want to throw that up on the screen as well.
Okay, 1 second. Yep. While we're talking about how damn ridiculous this year is, why not? Bro, why not talk about both of these in the same wind?
Come on.
Because, I mean, here, let me look at this. This is 1,000% real. Lifetime tweeted this.
A recipe for seduction.
Look at the tagline. We all have our secrets. His just happens to be a recipe for seduction. If you haven't caught on to what this is a literal Lifetime and Kentucky Fried Chicken collaboration. They partnered for a Lifetime original mini movie. Apparently you do not want to miss. And get this, Colonel Sanders is Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez, bro.
I am hoping this has to be a comedy, right?
I don't know. Look how he's holding her. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere.
I remember we said it on the show when they changed the marketing to make Colonel Sanders like this old, like silver-haired fox-looking dude for the ladies. We saw that happen, and we had no idea it would lead to this. It has to be a joke,
man. The joke is they waited so long. They should have been did it. You know what I'm saying?
Popeyes has a week to respond because you know they are. Popeyes already opened the door to ridiculousness with their clothing line.
Let this one do well, and the next one's gonna be 11 herbs and spices of death.
Wendy's is for sure gonna jump in. I know for a fact Wendy's is the petty. Wendy's low-key started all of this because fast food was in the marketing department was just meat and potatoes, same old, new sandwich, new this, new that. Wendy's was the first one to, I don't know. I'm sure there was like somebody who was specifically credited for this who worked there, but their social media really took off when they started starting little Twitter beefs with other restaurants and like really getting into social media. So this does look like the old nigga in the room's idea. Like KFC is like, well, let's do a mini movie. Like, I don't see Wendy's starting this, but if it does well, I'm sure Wendy's is going to jump in for sure.
Yeah.
So wait, when is this? December 13th at noon. Okay. This is kind of right around the corner.
Noon is a weird time for a movie to come out too, like for a special.
I never
That's
seen
a weird
that.
time to drop that. Like, noon, midday, we're dropping a recipe.
It almost makes it seem like a party. Yeah. It almost makes it seem like a party flyer more than anything. I've never seen that. Noon.
I'm gonna watch
Coming
it with a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm gonna have the chicken while I'm watching it. And I'm gonna record. I'm doing a watch party for it.
That's low key because as dumb as this is, it's funny. So it's like that's a good idea.
Oh my god, that's so
The
ridiculous.
KFC watch party. That's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, obviously Logan Paul is gonna get destroyed, and Mayweather just seems like that dude who's like all about the bag. He's never really cared about his public image like that, and people hating him. So if it was something that was going to make up a crazy amount of money like that, Jake Paul, I think Jake Paul and them won like 600K, not even including what they split for the pay-per-view. So you can only imagine what the dude who controls the money in boxing damn near, and then this dude who everybody hates and wants to see get knocked out. It's weird, but it's like the bag is there. So
Bag is there. $600,000 to kiss the canvas. I don't know. I might Nate Robinson for 600K. The fight wasn't long. Yeah, you got a couple of people talking about it, but you did it at the right time. The election is still popping. A lot of stuff still going on. It's the holidays. They're gonna talk about it for 2 weeks, and then you're out of here, bro. Right. You're good to go.
Well, it sucks that he's an athlete and he started the fight. Like, at least you're a comedian. If you got knocked out, it would probably boost your career more than anything. Yeah. And you can roll with the memes. He can't really roll with the memes. He did the whole like Friday thing, which was dope. I think all of his posts so far have been like kind of dope, but it's just like there's so much you can do. I mean, athletes talk shit to each other all day, and it's like, whew, that's a rough person to be on your KO list. He's not gonna live it down. I just know that.
Brother Jones says, imagine if Mayweather loses, though. That would be crazy.
I mean, Logan Paul is not small.
He's not.
But I was looking at he's also brand new. Huh?
I was looking at a video of that today, and I was like, yo, he's not a little guy.
He's like a big frat dude, like those big buff frat white dudes. And it's like, it's not like he just went from YouTube to the boxing ring. Like, they have been studying fighting for a long time. I think Logan Paul does MMA, which is a lot rougher than boxing, actually. So, and I know that when we were watching I was watching this thing. It's like a new championship league. It's called like slap fighting. You've probably seen clips of it. They just take turns slapping each other. Dumbest shit ever. But Logan Paul was like fighting and knocking out some of those dudes. So
yo, I gotta show you this real quick, bro. Look, Buddy ain't small at all, bro. Like that's a big fella, bro.
He's big.
He got big arms, bro. So we gonna see. We gonna see what that looks like. We gonna see.
But it's also just like, that's just a wild ladder to skip. Like in professional boxing, like I just picked this up, but now I want Floyd Mayweather. Like that's
doing
wild.
This for over 15 years.
Right. Bro, like Jake Paul and Nate Robinson didn't make sense all the way around because it was a basketball player versus YouTube. Like, fine, Snoop is hosting. It's a circus anyways. Let's just do it. But this is like, okay, this is the nigga in boxing. And you're just like, well, I mean, I'm popping. And so it's like, I don't know. I do know. But I will be watching. And that's why I know it's a good idea. Because it's like, who's not going to watch this?
And here's the thing. Like, obviously, Floyd is doing it for the bag. It only makes sense, right? But they getting paid so much off of this exhibition fighting. It's like, yo, are they ever gonna go back to real fighting? Because like motherfuckers is picking up nice amounts of money for this exhibition fight. This don't go against his record. Like Floyd ain't really got nothing to lose on this. I mean, his losing against old boy, but he don't care about that with the bag. Man, I also don't think that Floyd's gonna lose.
Right. I mean, that would be one of the biggest upsets ever because then it would be like, all right, well, did he even need to climb that ladder? If he skipped straight to the top and beat the best, it's just like, all right, well, I'll give you your flowers if that happens. But I just know that boxing in general, you need a Floyd Mayweather to get attention from people. You need that charismatic personality. And it's hard when he's just fighting people like from other countries that you ain't really heard of. So I see the business strategy in this because he's fighting somebody that not only everybody knows who he is, everybody doesn't really like him. So they kind of want to see him get beat up. So in his mind, he's probably like, I should have been beating up YouTubers a long time ago. If it's going to make everybody watch, like they're all they care about is the ticket sales, really.
Well,
give a damn
I'll
about
tell
what
you
we're
this,
talking
man. They gonna get a nice amount of money for this fight, regardless of who wins, who loses. However, if you not fighting Floyd Mayweather this upcoming year or this year, and you need a little extra money for your gift shopping, I suggest you check out Honey. Now imagine this. You make a list of gifts you're going to buy for the holidays, right? And then someone randomly gives you money to help you buy one. Does that sound good? Well, that's what
about.
Honey is doing. They're helping pay for $1 million worth of gifts. Now, you're probably wondering, is this the same Honey that automatically searches for the promo codes online? Yes. Yes, it is. With Honey, you can also make a list of all the holiday gifts you want from certain stores. And Honey will email you when the price drops on anything on your list. Now, let me tell you something. It's one thing to know what you're looking for and find out that it's on sale. It's something completely different to have someone monitoring it to let you know when the price drops. That you can't find that anywhere else. Just add Honey to your computer, create a free account, and throw some holiday gifts on your drop list for a chance to win. Honey will randomly select winners and give them money to help buy something on their list. You cannot beat that with the stick. I know for myself, okay, I'm going to be trying to drop a PS5 on there. I don't know what store is going to have them, but that's going to be on my drop list. Also probably going to grab another TV. It's going to be on my drop list. What else do I want to put on the list? Maybe some stools. I want some stools for the bar area. You know, put those on my list. How about you, Pat? You got anything you throwing in your drop list?
I feel like I'm gonna be getting all my friends the most like useful thing that they can get this Christmas. So I'm gonna be just sending the most random gifts to people. So I'm gonna be analyzing everybody custom wise, but Honey is kind of like Honey's become that friend to me that kind of like, you know, that school friend that when you forgot your homework, they'll be like, I got you, and they let you copy it real quick. Like at every checkout, they ask you, do you have a promo code? And it's just like, no, I don't have a promo code. But Honey's just like, nah, I got you. It's sauce or it's lemon juice.
I got you.
And you're like,
Playboy.
dang,
And
thanks.
here's the thing, they automatically add it for you. You don't even have to enter it in. They automatically find the coupons and they automatically deduct it from it. So you don't even have to do the work, man. And the best thing about this is no purchase necessary. You just need a PayPal account to redeem the prize, and it's only valid in the US. Giveaway ends on 12/21/2020. Now, if you guys want to take part in this, okay, you want to get in on the savings all around and get a chance to get your gift paid for, all you have to do is get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/DIYS. Again, that's joinhoney.com/DIYS, and you get a chance to get a free gift off your drop list and save some money. Come on, that's what it's all about, baby. Let's go.
Save some money, Honey.
Yeah, hey, I like that.
There's another slogan for you, Honey. You can have it. Shout out to Honey. I just want to talk about where we are in technology now, because it's like I remember back in the day we used to think the year 2000 was going to have flying cars, and then we thought 2012 and 2020, and we thought that like we would be so far ahead because it's not like we walk outside and see flying everything, but it's like when you really like see some of these headlines, like we are crazy in the future right now. This CNN just dropped this first story. I have a couple of very futuristic stories. Let me go ahead and share these.
Legal.
All right, so first off, we officially have self-driving robo-taxis that are taking off and already available in China. It's called AutoX. This is an Alibaba-backed startup, that website. It was announced Thursday that it had rolled out fully driverless robo-taxis on public roads in Shenzhen. I want to think I said that right. But this is insane to me because I'm trying to picture pulling up and having an Uber pull up and me just getting in and there's nobody there, and how nervous that would make me. But also like, you don't got to talk to anybody ever again. Like it's just 100% the ride. Like after all the safetiness, or the safety issues, I'm kind of down with this. Are you down?
Here's the thing though. For me, I need them to take the front seat out. I need them to take the driver's seat out because the driver's seat being there, one, makes me feel like somebody should be there. Two, it makes me feel like it's
A
too easy
ghost.
for anybody to just get right there and take control of the cab. So I need to know like what precautions are and protocols are set up in place so no one can like just get in and then take it back. Because like, what if somebody hops in while I'm getting in, right? And
Right.
they hijacked the car and they got a prisoner. I don't want to be a bargaining tool, bro. Like I don't
Right.
want this. So take that front seat out, and that'll ease my mind a little bit.
There
And
shouldn't be a door.
yeah, it shouldn't be a door, or at the most, that seat should be turned around. So like all the people getting in the car are kind of facing each other.
It's a great idea.
You know what I'm saying?
So if somebody comes in to jack you, that'd be hella awkward because they'd just be sitting towards you.
I feel like they should come out with a car for this, specifically for this, and it has like the kissing doors, like on a Lincoln Continental, so everybody kind of get in and they're just facing each other.
Like these ones,
Yeah,
the ones that open like saloon doors.
Yep.
I can't believe this is actually happening already. It always seemed like something that was in the works.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is already happening. It's the first player to do so. And it says that it's operating these shuttles on public roads in the country, and they were required to have a safety driver inside at first. But now they removed all the backup drivers and any remote operators from its cars. So basically through improving just the software and the hardware. So they've been kind of testing it slowly. At first they had a person just in case. Then they would have like, like remote drivers. So I think they've been like slowly easing off of it. But yeah, we here now.
I mean, it's real, bro. If it's on CNN, this is real talk right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's. I mean, it's. I mean, other than safety protocols, this is about to happen.
It's legit.
This is about to go
down. This is actually even crazier. Speaking of being in the future, this is also CNN approved. It says that researchers have created artificial skin, which is a potential breakthrough for prosthetics. It would react to pain just like human limbs do. And it allows the wearer to know if they're touching something that could cause damage. It says that researchers created an artificial skin designed to react when pressure, heat, or cold surpass a pain threshold, a potential breakthrough for prosthetic and robotic innovation. It says we've come a long way with prosthetics, but the focus has been heavily on the motor actions that the prosthetic limb can perform. That's what a researcher at RMIT University in Melbourne, Australia said. Having a skin-like layer would make it much more lifelike. The artificial skin reacts to pain just like human limbs do, allowing the wearer to know if they're touching something that could cause damage. So that's crazy to think that in the prosthetic world, they were just worried about like, okay, if you don't have an arm, you just need a functioning arm, functioning hand, functioning foot. But now they can actually put skin on it that reacts to pain and pressure, which is insane. Like they're damn near halfway through regrowing limbs, if you think about it, or having, you can be like cyborg at this point. That's insane.
Bro, if you have that, you should not be able to get in fights. Because if you got the prosthetic skin and you got a prosthetic hand, you just knocking people out left and right. Like that's not a fair fight, bro. You can't fight me. You have robot. Like that's not fair. Man. You gotta do a different challenge. Like we gotta have a kickball challenge or something like that. If both your hands gone, you're not punching me with your iRobot hand.
But well, I mean, if you think about that, even on the next level, if once they perfect the skin, are they going to have some type of attachments? Like, are you going to have some? If you have an arm that's basically prosthetic, you could, like you said, have something that boosts or like shoots stuff. That's I don't know. That's insane.
Super soldiers are coming, bro. That's what it sounds like to me. Super soldiers are coming. And how you gonna match
Right?
the skin up? You gotta go in. You gotta give them a copy of your skin just to show
The color.
a lot. Yeah, that's a lot, man. I love it though.
This this has nothing to do with technology, but it's just speaking of skin. Random factoid that I want to pull up. This is just going to make everybody uncomfortable. Did you know that the human mouth and the vagina, same type of skin, same skin cells? Isn't that crazy? But if you think about it, feel around in your mouth, you're like, huh.
You know what? It was so many inappropriate jokes that I could have made that I didn't. I'm proud of myself. But it makes sense because what two crevices do people require most or ask for the most assistance with? Hey, what you finna be doing with that mouth in about an hour when I get home? What you gonna be doing?
The most fed orifices.
Wow. Most fed. Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe that's why okay, that might be a little graphic.
Yeah. Just fill in the blanks, guys. You know where we're going with this. A lot of sexual innuendos. Just listen, you know the theme of the show, so just fill it in yourself. We're just trying to protect the sponsors.
It feels the exact same though. That's why this blew my mind. It's like, dang, that's why when you when you eat vagina, it's like a merging of, it's almost like familiarity. Like, oh,
hey, you.
It's like when you figured out your weenus was like the same skin, was like the same skin as your balls. Yeah, you had that was the best week ever. But yeah, vagina skin, mouth skin.
Orifice. You're right. Here we go. She was like, crevices? You mean orifice? You're right. I be messing up words. Y'all be still surprised after all of this time that I be messing up words. I appreciate y'all correcting me, but yeah.
I said orifice.
You did. You said it correctly. I said crevices.
Hear me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That was a lot. Where do you go after human mouth and vagina skin? Vagina skin. Oh, here's where you go. Pretty Ricky. Apparently Spectacular. You know Spectacular, who's like a genius now, and he like does financial advising or something. He does. I think he's in the tech world. Yeah. He just got banned from Walt Disney after punching an employee.
Yeah.
He was in Disney World. And I guess his name is Spectacular Blue Smith. That's not his real name, obviously. But
I hope not.
He was just arrested for allegedly punching a Disney World worker who told cops he tried to block Spectacular for fake sneezing and joking about coronavirus.
Why are people doing that? Why? Hold on. First of all, Pat, your camera's doing that weird thing where it tries to focus a whole lot. It just looks like you're pop art right now. You're just going back and forth, in and out. Why you joke? Here's a disease that is killing people, hundreds of thousands of people, right? And people are joking, I'll sneeze on you, I'll cough. No one's going around pretending that they got HIV. Like, I cut myself and throw it on. No one else is doing that with any other deadly disease except for this. And I just don't understand the mindset behind it. Like, why are you even pretending? Why are you putting that into the atmosphere, into the universe? Why? No, what is the purpose? That's just so stupid to me. It's stupid.
I don't know. Maybe for attention, or just like it says he was in line for a ride. So maybe he was just like, I don't know. Maybe he was trying to be funny, or just like, hey, I'm Spectacular, I'm here. Remember?
Hey, you gotta read that room though, man. Here's my thing. This is exactly why I don't like going out as much right now. Like, I mean, granted, we're also on lockdown right now, so that's another reason why. But like, people are just weird right now. So like, I ain't trying to go nowhere. I don't have to go unnecessarily. If I can get it done from the crib, I am doing it. That's why I love Postmates, because I eat every day and I don't have to go out and get it thanks to Postmates. I pick up, you see what Pat's doing right now? Boom, calling it in. Or I hop right on the app, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll jump right on the laptop and I order my food, because I don't want to deal with the outside the way some people be acting out there. If you're like me, you start thinking about what you want to eat for dinner while you're having lunch, because I
Mm-hmm.
love food. And
Yeah,
sometimes
man.
getting into my kitchen and cooking something delicious to eat just doesn't make it on my to-do list, which is why I've been rocking with Postmates since the beginning of time. With Postmates, you can get your food delivered without even leaving the house or even opening your front door. With the current state of the world in mind, Postmates created a no contact delivery. So now all I have to do is just order my favorite food from my local restaurant, and everything gets left at my doorstep, excuse me, and the app lets me know when it's been delivered. You listen, everything you need, all in the app, all on the laptop, on the site, whatever you need, you get notified immediately. Hey, your food's been delivered. You know who delivered your food. You got the order, you got the receipt. Everything is right there. You can't go wrong with that. Postmates also offers a pickup option. So if you do want to just get out the house and break that cabin fever, you can go out, you can pick it up to go, order it to go, or order it for takeout, and still support your local restaurants, man. It is so important that we support and uplift our communities right now. And what better way to do it than ordering food? Exactly what they have to offer. Postmates isn't just for burgers and sushi. All right, you can order anything from toilet paper to phone chargers from stores like Walgreens and 7-Eleven, and Postmates will
Mm-hmm.
drop it off right outside my front door. So just download Postmates on iOS or Android, find your favorites, all right, and get anything you want delivered within the hour. Now, for the CTA, the call to action, if you will, for a limited time, Postmates has given our listeners $5 off your first 5 orders in the first 7 days. Again, to save $5 on your first 5 deliveries, download the app and use the code USCARY. That's right, USCARY, YOUSCARY. That code is USCARY, and that's going to get you $5 off your first 5 orders when you download Postmates, the app, and sign up online. Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it.
That was such a good ad. I ordered food during it. Local little spot called Tacos El Compita. Shout
Hey,
out to them.
ooh, Lego,
Got myself $5 off of my burrito. There we go. Thank you, sir.
off my burrito, baby.
You know you look good to me. So very good. Um, Speaking of being hungry, another CNN exclusive.
Exclusive.
Apparently, this is how much we are in the future nowadays. Just like we went over new artificial skin, artificial or automated taxi cab drivers, Singapore becomes the first country to approve lab-grown meat. I feel like we've been doing this for a while. There've been a couple of things that I feel like could have potentially been lab grown or something that I've even eaten at under U.S. Law, but this is the first one that's actually approved. As Singapore has granted San Francisco startup Just Eat Incorporated regulatory approval to sell its lab-grown chicken in the city state. This makes it the world's first government to allow the sale of cultured meat. The product created from cultured chicken cells was approved as an ingredient in chicken bites, which will debut in Singapore restaurant following approval. So say goodbye to Bone In. Eat Just Incorporated said Tuesday, and they plan for wider expansion into dining and retail establishments in the country, as well as sales of cultured meat in the U.S. and Eastern Europe. As the founder, CEO Josh Tetrick. Cell-based meats have a relatively low impact on the environment and are artificially created without slaughtering or harming animals. What you think? Fake meat?
Here's the thing.
You down with the fake meat?
I know a lot of people like, I don't want no fake meat. I'm not eating that and all of that. And I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing though. If you watch Star Trek, you've seen how the food replica, you just punch in what you want, and then and it creates that food that you want. Like we've all thought, like, man, I wish I had that in the kitchen, because that gets a time when you don't feel like cooking. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we Postmate stuff. And I'm like, what do you think that food is being made of? Like that's not they. That machine isn't going to another place and killing that chicken and then frying it up for you. Nah, they replicating that food. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be some scientific food. So in my mind, I'm like, we ain't too far from Star Trek. In a minute, we're gonna have teleporters. I'm all about it. Let's go. Long as the nutritional value is good, it doesn't have any cancer causing agents. I think it's too early to tell. You know what I'm saying? To really present that information. But man, listen, we almost there.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of people in the Scary Squad are saying that I guess fake is the wrong word, but it's grown. It's not like a real chicken. You're growing the meat. So I guess it's artificial lab grown meat. I don't care. I think it all comes down to taste. I think meat is kind of already a gross concept. If that's if your argument towards this is that's gross, I don't know. It's kind of like, if you think about pork or like, some of the things that these animals eat that we eat, like bottom feeders and stuff. Eating meat is already kind of a dice roll, and then it's like I've never really subscribed to how they kill these animals. Like it seems like sometimes they go out of their way to make sure that the animal is fucked up more, as opposed to something that might be more efficient and isn't so horrible. So yeah. I feel like if they can just get the taste down, I don't care. I'm fully down. I feel like if it's less impact on the environment and we're not just killing a whole bunch of animals and we can switch over and it tastes the exact same, it's like fine. Yeah, that seems cheaper to do also. I don't really have anything against this except like you said, unless it's like some type of chemical thing or something that harms us. But other than this, I think it's dope.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about like everything from how one is less cruelty to animals. I feel like it may be more humane. But then also it's like have you read the articles on how cows affect the what is it,
the methane gases? Yeah,
methane gas.
It's actually pretty crazy to know that our world is ending because a bunch of animals are farting.
I mean, we're not going to just blame it all on them. Like cars don't have an effect, or these.
No, but most of the problem is coming from methane gases from the cows. That's the crazy part. It's like a huge percentage.
Yeah, so I mean, like if we are able to grow our meat in labs, that means that that's less cows that we have to like produce, and you have to like breed. So I'm like that could be twofold. So you're getting the meat faster, and then also like like now if that's the case, then there's a less shortage. Like you remember on Tiger King, like all the meat that they were getting from Walmart because the meat was about to go bad anyway. That's less meat to go bad because it's probably made to order. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not as much that you have to produce. Like you find out what the rates of people are buying it from that region, and you just supply that amount. And it's not like animals just dying for nothing either if you're growing it in the lab. So I don't know. I'm coming up with a lot of pluses for this one, bro.
Right. Yeah. That as I read it, I was just like, yeah, it's if you told me the process of eating regular meat, it's probably way grosser than the process of this. So as long as it tastes the same, I'm not tripping. And maybe cost might be a thing, like lab grown meat. I don't know if it's more expensive or less. That's probably going to play a huge effect because it's not like there's not meat alternatives now. But
it might be more.
They just be expensive.
Because the lab grown diamonds or the lab made diamonds, those are usually more because they have like a better clarity and more colors in them. So I don't know if like with this meat, I don't know if like I'm sure they're gonna get to a point where it's like they start pumping it with stuff like you can get the extra protein hamburger, the extra protein filled turkey, and you know like this it's gonna be at a premium price for that like that. So a ground turkey, I said just turkey, the extra protein ground turkey. So like I'm sure they're gonna be trying to stick stuff in it and try to like boost it and try to sell it, especially for people who like on a heavy protein diet or lifters, bodybuilders, and all that type of stuff. But I don't know. Man. Somebody said that's why I stick to seafood, lazy Cajun. Seafood overrated. I put it on Twitter last night. A lot of people was coming at me. I don't care. Seafood's overrated.
What like okay, let's go into that. How so?
It's just overrated. People be like, oh my God, lobster, crab, shrimp, all that. I don't never have to have seafood another day in my life, and I'll be okay. I'll be completely fine. Completely fine. You understand me?
I agree. I feel like it's the growth, because I've been trying to find a fish that I just really like, and salmon's cool, but I never choose fish over meat. And right. It's like everybody talks about lobster like it's crazy good, and it's good. I really like crab, but it's like I don't really get into like clams or any type of shells like that, like mussels. Like it is a lot of hype, and people do feel like, I don't know why vegans and vegetarians be like, I don't want any animal to suffer. I don't like how they kill pigs and chickens, but fuck fish. I don't know what it is about you being in the ocean, but they don't give a damn about the suffering of fish, crabs, lobster. They will boil a live lobster and eat it, and then talk about save the cows. I'm talking about y'all in the Scary Squad too. Y'all, I don't know what it is about y'all, but for some reason, like the pesca vegan or like, I don't do this, but fish, I allow fish. I agree with you, Tahir. It is a little overrated.
And then like I don't like how they did that. I think we talked about this on another show. I don't know if it was Squadcast or if it was actually Damn Internet Too Scared. But you know, lobster was the poor man's meal. Like because it was an overabundance of these guys, it made it easier for people with no money to be able to get a source of protein. And they used to feed lobster to prisoners, apprentices, slaves, all of that. It was
like
literally,
rats.
Yeah, it was the poor man's food. So now that they flipped it and people are charging ridiculous, like $16 for a hoagie with like 4 pieces of lobster in there, I'm just like, man, I'm good. I'm out of here. Get out of here.
Someone had to say it.
I'll bear that cross. I'll take all the shots for it. Seafood is overrated.
I don't know about never eating it again though.
You say what?
Sushi? I don't know about never eating it again though. Like, have you had sushi before? Come on.
I had sushi, but here's the thing. Like me, like I got a nigga palate. Even my sushi got to be deep fried. I like tempura style. I'll never be eating like the sashimi, like the real soup. Nah, you ain't gonna catch me eating that. No, just a fillet of whatever on top of a bed of rice and some cucumber. Nah. Throw that shit in the fire one time. I gotta make sure.
I did forget about shrimp though. Shrimp and crab are not overrated. I think they're just about rated where they should be. But everything around it, like seafood is so vast, and there's a lot of things that come from the sea that I will not eat. Y'all should check out our latest episode of Lunchtime Lottery. That'll be a very very proven fact for you guys.
Watch that episode of Lunchtime Lottery if you haven't already, man. My goodness. Good times were had. Do you understand? Was a surprise. Do you understand me? Are you hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth? Did you see what I did, Pat?
What?
Do you understand me? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Is this thing on? Hello?
I don't know if you guys watch Squadcast, but I just need to reiterate that is not a working mic. In fact, it's not a mic at all. It's the top of a pen. He tricked us for weeks, and to the point where I wanted one. You know what? I bet there is one. If anybody could find me a super tiny mic and send me the buy link and not Tahir so I can actually get one, that would be amazing. That'd be amazing. I would want a tiny working microphone that has great sound, so I can get beyond this this torture.
Listen. Good luck finding it. I think there might be some companies out there with it, but good luck finding it. However, what you won't need luck finding is an amazing pair of earbuds, and it is an amazing stocking stuffer. With everything that's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's very difficult to kind of gauge what to get somebody because a lot of stuff you have to be there to try on. You got to make sure it fits, and you got to get the gift receipt and all of that. Listen, 2020 has thrown us for so many loops, and now we got to deal with the holidays with all of this. Some of our go-to gifts. You know what I'm saying? These are our starter lineup. We can't even do it no more. Concert tickets is a thing of the past. Mm-hmm. Gift cards. It's like, bro, when are we ever going to be able to do that again? So one thing that people are always going to want to do is talk on the phone and listen to music. And you can do both of those with Raycon wireless earbuds. Now, I use my Raycons daily. That's why they're always in my drawer right here. You see that? Boom. I open it up. Come on. Look, boom. Pop it in. Seamless pairing. Okay. Seamless. They have a comfortable noise isolating fit. You can start listening to them right out of the box and keep listening to them for hours. The audio quality is amazing, comparable to what you would get from other premium brands, except Raycon starts at about half the price. And best of all, this is something that they can use for calls, for music, for work, for play, for home, or for on the go. This is literally the gift that keeps on giving. And so what if they already have a pair of wireless earbuds? How many pair have you lost? How many times have you lost just one? How many times has one stopped working on? You can always use a spare. Listen, get on this right now. Raycon is the thing that I use every day next to my phone. I'm always on that. I love the charging case. I know that when they start getting low, I can throw them in there real quick for a quick recharge. Then boom, I'm back with the music, okay? And Raycon's being generous for the holidays. So on top of their everyday great prices, they're offering our listeners 15% off right now. So go to BuyRaycon.com/DIYS today and get 15% off your Raycon order. Again, that's BuyRaycon.com/DIYS. One more time for the people in the back, BuyRaycon.com/DIYS to get 15% off your order. You're welcome.
Shout out to Raycon. I just like the grip. They stay in your ears.
Yeah.
Like I got jumped by these kids in Atlanta that were trying to sell me water. And they beat me up for like a cool 7 to 8 minutes, and my Raycons did not fall out. And the bass, the music quality was like I couldn't even really hear them hitting me. So it was a good time. Shout out to Raycon. They made that way more enjoyable than it should have been.
Oh,
have you been hearing about these water boys in Atlanta though?
No, what's going on with them?
Oh man, apparently there are some kids in Atlanta that are known for harassing people. And they jump on cars, they bang on cars, and they basically are like trying to extort you for like this warm water. Like they try to sell you like for $2 for a bottle of water, $4 for a bottle of water, and there'll be like 10 of them. So if you like finally are like, all right, when you buy some water, like all the rest of their friends will be like, well, you ain't gonna buy from me. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you a video. It's actually really surprising. I was just like, what? Hell no. So here you go. You see there somebody's recording. They're just
my God,
running up on these people, banging on them, jumping on. They try to drive off, and they're like hanging on. There's a video of Meek Mill going around because I guess they jumped on his car too, and he gave them like $20, and like all the friends were still like, "Come on, man, come on, big bro, you ain't gonna bless me. I know you got more." Like even if you pay for them, they ask for more. There's people talking about like if you're from Atlanta or live in Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. They are aggressive and ungrateful. You give them $10 for a 17-cent bottle of water, just because they're annoying you. It says they'll say, "Come on, man, I know you got more money than that." They're basically saying it is full-on harassment. So if you're in the Atlanta area, you probably already know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, beware of these water boys, I guess they're calling themselves. I hit kids though. I feel like there's a huge stigma against like punching a kid just because they're kids, and it's like that's even better. I'd much rather do that than punch somebody that's older than me. So don't
Listen.
I don't know.
Real quick, MBH said he tried the link for Raycon last night and it didn't work. I don't know what link you tried, MBH. I literally just typed in buy. Maybe you didn't put buy in. You got to type in BUY Raycon.com/DIYS. I literally just tried it and it worked for me. I'm actually going to show you my screen so you will see it because I don't want you bad mouth of our sponsors. Our sponsors are the reason that we're able to do this so frequently because they do exactly what they said. So that's it right there. And just so you'll see, I'm going to type it in again. Okay. Buy. You see it. It's already up there. BuyRaycon.com/DIYS. Boom. Takes me right back to this page right here. All right.
You wasn't spelling it right.
DIYS 15 right there. I don't know what's going on and why you couldn't do it, but don't sit up there and bad mouth our sponsors like that, man. Come on. Keep it funky with us. Keep it funky with us, man.
Speaking of whatever just happened, I want to talk about Jurassic Park because Jurassic Park at Universal Studios, I think it's not there anymore. I think they replaced it or upgraded it. But it was one of my favorite rides and one of my favorite pages on IG is Uberfacts. And they just dropped this, that the Jurassic Park ride cost $63 million to make, which was almost twice the cost of the original film. Just a little snack fact for you.
Wait. Hold up, cuz. Hold up. We're talking about Jurassic Park, like that whole world, right? Because it's a whole world. It's not just that one ride, right? We're not just talking about one ride cost $63 million, are we?
The ride, yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But you had to think at the time, they were using a lot of CGI and animatronics in the movie. But then the movie was all mechanics, safety, water pressure, and plumbing, and all animatronics that had to be, you couldn't cut around it. You know what I mean? In the movie, you can have the director or the camera do whatever you need to make it as realistic as possible, and then you have post-production. But this, it's just what you're looking at. So they had to make the most realistic looking set with working animatronics. Probably I don't know if they probably included like the staff and obviously the people who had to build it and the maintenance. But I could see that. Jurassic Park was probably expensive, but not like now movies like now expensive.
You know what's crazy is that the fact that somebody probably budgeted that, right? They had the budget for that first to be able to get the approval and get all the invoices together. Somebody budgeted that out and was like, yeah, it's gonna cost about $63 million. And they was like, okay, cool. Like they knew they was gonna make that back. That lets you know how much money these amusement parks are raking in. If they was like 63 million, all right, how fast can we get it done? How fast can we get it done? Nigga, I would have like, what could we cut out? What can we cut out to bring it down to 6 million? Is there any way we can like? How many dinosaurs we got? We got $10. Let's bring that shit down to 4. We only need 4.
You had to have hella dinosaurs though.
Listen, nigga, listen. Ain't nobody scared of a brontosaurus. All right, they scared of pterodactyls. They scared of the raptors, and they scared of Tyrannosaurus Rex. They get 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex, a pack of raptors, and 16 pterodactyls. How much that's gonna cost us? 17 mil. 17 mil? Okay. Let's bring the pterodactyls down to 6. Okay, and we only need 4 raptors, 1 Tyrannosaurus Rex. What we're looking at now? 8.5.
Every dinosaur was memorable though. You couldn't take out the spitting dragon. The spitting one, that was like the best one, and then the drop.
Man, listen. I am not.
It doesn't seem like it was.
Listen. Look at me. I wish the fuck I would. You understand me?
Low key, that it does not seem like it's $63 million, but it was built a long time ago. So I mean, it might have just been harder to build stuff or rides like that back then because it was pretty innovative. Like you didn't really have a lot of rides like that when it dropped. And the movie was so big and so ridiculous. I could see why they would approve that because you're gonna make that back pretty quickly. Once they announced like you could go to Jurassic Park and see dinosaurs at Universal, like I went. And I feel like the rides were always crazy. And the fact that it just now recently switched up is pretty intense. So they probably knew that they were going to make that back pretty fast. But that is still a pretty crazy
Jurassic Park, the first one made $1.033 billion. They made $1 billion on the first one.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, $1 billion on the first one. The Lost World made $6.8 million, and the Jurassic Park 3 made $368 million. Now, Jurassic World, when they brought it back,
you said World twice though.
No, yeah, well, Jurassic World is the name of the re-emerging of it, like when they brought it back, because Jurassic World was the title of the second one too. It was called The Lost World, Jurassic Park, The Lost World. And then the third one was Jurassic Park 3. And then when they brought it back, it was with what's the guy's name?
Chris. No.
Yeah.
Damn it, the dude from the Avengers.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. They brought it back. That one made $1.67 billion.
The newest one?
The newest one. The first one made $1.67 billion.
So the first one surpassed $1 billion, and the latest one did.
Yes. Well, not the latest one. The first one of the reboot of the series.
With Chris Pratt.
Yep, with Chris Pratt.
Okay, so both first ones in each series topped $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I mean, Jurassic Park did 81 million its first week. So I believe that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that's why it was approved. I know Steven Spielberg was like, damn, y'all only gave me X amount for to shoot it. I did all this, and then the ride, well, I guess that's how it goes. If it blew up, the ride gets more money. But the more money than the film that you got, I was like, damn, I had to fight for this extra budget, and you gave it to the splash zone. That's super dope, though.
Hey, man, they bread it up, man. Bread it up, man. And it's so crazy. Something you wouldn't think that dinosaurs, something that old, something that ancient would be that big, but it was, man. It just goes to show you, man. Sometimes you just gotta, you gotta switch it up. Take that chance. Take that shot, man. Switch it up, though. Switch it up. Just like it's an old way of manscaping. All right, the old way of manscaping was with T-liners and clippers and all of that, man. That is the outdated way of doing everything. I'm going to hit you guys to the new age way of manscaping. Also, a great stocking stuffer, okay? If you're looking for the ultimate stocking stuffer for this holiday, look no further because our sponsors over at Manscaped have the tools to make you win this year's stocking stuffer or white elephant competition, whatever you got going on. Manscaped is the only brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming and hygiene products. And great news for you guys, they just released their products across Europe, Canada, and Australia, okay? Woo. Listen, man, I have all the Manscaped products. I'm trying to see if I got them in here. I think I might have took them back to the bathroom, but I got the weed whacker. I got the weed whacker. I have the lawnmower 3.0. I have the travel bag, the shared travel bag. I got the boxers. I got all the liquid formulations.
Did they send you the wipes yet, though?
Hold on, fam. Don't try to.
They just sent us the ball wipes.
What you know about that crop mop? Them ball wipes right there. Come on, man.
Ball wipes that help your pH balance. First of all, I ain't never had anything. I feel like a bad bitch now. This is like the last step to becoming a bad bitch is to regulate your pH. And I ain't never had anything to do that. But they sent us some pH balances. So I'm gonna see what that even means.
Man,
And
that means
then I'm
that you never have a reason to be funky. All right, fellas, the crop preserver is like ball deodorant. The name speaks for itself. The crop reviver is a ball toner. A spray on the toner will give your balls a little slice of heaven. I just got aloe vera in there and hazel extracts. Look, there's no reason for you to be stinking. I don't care if you ain't got nowhere to go. There's still no reason for it. Like we said, we got the crop mop. Those are the ball wipes. You got the foot duster. That's the foot deodorant. You got a ton of products to get your grooming game on one thou wow. You understand me? One thou wow. Again, with the Lawnmower 3.0, they offer replaceable ceramic blades. All right, this is skin safe technology which helps reduce grooming accidents. No more nicks on your balls. You understand? And all the formulations are all vegan and cruelty free, dye free, sulfate free, and paraben free. So you know that the products are legit. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to offer you, on behalf of Manscaped, 20% off and free shipping at Manscaped.com with the code DIYS. That is right. All you have to do is go to Manscaped.com, use the code DIYS, get 20% off and free shipping. Whether it's for your partner, your dad, your brother, your friend, get them something that they will actually use and is almost sure to get a laugh. Get 20% off and free shipping at Manscaped.com with the code DIYS. Be the ballsiest gift giver this year with Manscaped.
I'm excited to change my pH. I don't know what it means, but I've been learning that I don't know. Our penis be just doing a whole bunch of I don't know, irregular.
Everybody, all the body parts do it, man. Everybody has different pH. Everybody has different bacteria. That's why they tell you to clean up after sex. That's why they tell you to pee after sex, because you're exchanging fluids, you're exchanging bacteria, and sometimes it takes a little bit for your body to get used to it. You start dating somebody new, sometimes it takes a little while for your body to get used to that person's pH. So it's very important that you take care of yourself, you take care of your hygiene, use the ball wipes, you know what I'm saying, clean frequently. You know what I'm talking about? Go to the doctor, get tested. You understand me? Notice, and there's no other time to notice than when you down there. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the balls is legit.
Because we grow up just being scared of the STD part, but we don't know how much we be like throwing off they stuff. We just be smashing and not thinking about it, but it do be like making irregular activity and all that stuff. So make sure you guys clean your dirty dicks up.
And your partner.
Dirty dick ass niggas. Speaking of dirty dick ass niggas, we have now entered the weird, strange part of the podcast.
This whole podcast is weird and strange. We just finna get stranger. The whole podcast is weird.
Stranger.
This whole product is out of order.
The stranger. This is the Stranger Things part. We might as well just start this.
Let's go.
What would you do if you found this shit? Okay, so this is apparently this was found in an abandoned, quote unquote, asylum in Texas that had, quote unquote, been vacant since the 1990s. This is a full bathtub filled with brains. They don't look like they've been there from the 90s. Now, I'm not really a scientist, so I don't know what decayed brains look like, but it looks pretty recent. And if it wasn't, still, what the hell? Even if this was from the 90s when it was popping, what was this? Like, was this experimentation? Do they be going to asylums and experimenting on people's brains? And then if they do, how did this many end up in a bathtub? And why? I have so many questions. That's like 30 niggas in there.
This is my thing. This is my thing. Anytime there's an abandoned whatever, who's in charge of picking and choosing what gets taken? Like, I know they took the equipment out. I guarantee they took all the electrical equipment out. I guarantee they took the cameras. They took They probably took pens and paperwork, but you left a bathtub full of brains? Like, y'all was moving stuff out. Like, what we do about those brains? We'll come back tomorrow for them. And then they got fired the next day. They was like, man, fuck those brains. Like, how you just leave a whole bathtub full of brains?
I mean, a lot of things that are abandoned are either left in a hurry, like they're leaving, or something happened where, like, you know, people died, or I don't know. Clearly, there wasn't a lot of. Clearly, there was some suspect things happening, but I think the mystery of this was these look a little fresher. So this was happening in the abandoned place, not necessarily like this was happening before and then people left it. That's half of the mystery is like, has this been somebody's sort of like, you know, dungeon for other stuff since it was abandoned, you know, since it's been abandoned for 30 years. So I don't know. Pretty weird. That was just a whole bunch of niggas in there that used to walk around and think shit, and now they're just in the tub. That's just the image I wanted to throw in everybody's brain really quickly. No pun intended. This is a little lighthearted, but it's still very weird. Two men in Chicago that once tried to rob a restaurant with a squirt gun. The ballsy owner said, "We're too busy right now. Come back in an hour." Like, we're too busy to be robbed right now. Come back in an hour. These idiots did that. And obviously the police were there. And they were immediately arrested and taken into custody. But I love dumb criminal stories. It's the best. Shout out to the owner.
I don't even know where to begin with something like that. First of all, I gotta. Was the squirt gun at least spray painted to look like a real gun? Because, like, who the restaurant owner, he sees the gun, he's like, "Give me all the money." He's like, "Motherfucker, we got 16 orders. We gotta get out. Come back in an hour. I give you whatever you want. I gotta get these orders out." Because after you go, when it's all said and done, I gotta get the money back. So let me knock this out, and then you have even more money to steal from me. And they was like, "That's a good point. That's a good point. We'll be back in an hour. We'll be back in an hour. Fuck up."
That was probably so ballsy that they didn't even know how else to like react.
Right.
It's just like, they probably were in the car afterwards, like, did that nigga just tell us to come back? Yeah. All right, well, I guess we coming back. I mean, he did make a point. We would have more money in an hour.
Here's the crazy part. So what do they do for the hour? Do they drive around, get another ski mask, like kind of switch it up so they don't look the same, so people think they're different robbers? Did they just stay in the back parked on the side street and they didn't notice the cop cars pull up front and just kind of hang out in the place? Like, what did they do for that hour? Were they rapping? Were they just freestyling? What if they were freestyling for an hour there? You turn that up? Yo, about to walk through the door, flash my phone, tell everybody get down on the floor. And they was like, "Oh," he's like, yeah. I've just been doing a little something in my spare time.
His dreams. What if they ate at the restaurant? They were just like, I mean, well, shit, we here. Like, what's good here?
Just took the ski mask off. It was like, well, shit. Let me get a motherfucking let me get that motherfucking fish plate. Take off. What if he just brought it up to here to order and then he just?
That's so funny because ski masks have mouths cut out and eyes. But it's funny when they bring the bill, they'd be like, "Oh no, you remember this? Oh yeah."
No, that shit is as crazy as, for those that did not buy tickets to Billy Sorrell's roast this weekend. First of all, let me say a lot of people don't know how to pronounce Billy's last name. Okay, they would call it Sorrellis. They would call, people were saying Billy Sorrellis on stage. They were saying everything but Sorrells. It's not that difficult. His last name is Sorrells. I bought a ticket to the 10 o'clock show. First of all, 10 o'clock show did not start on time because the 8 o'clock show did not end on time or start on time, right? So I was able to see the whole show. Let me tell y'all about some nigga who got on the show that nobody knew. He hit Billy up and was like, yo, I'm coming to the show. Billy was like, all right, cool. Thinking that it's just somebody gonna send the audience. This nigga finessed his way on stage in this red jacket. And you guys can go to Billy's page right now and check out the story because he posted it on his page. That's why I don't feel any type of way about talking about it right now. Go to his page and see this dude came up in a red bubble jacket and tried to Joan and got roasted off the goddamn stage.
And then everyone else who went out. Everyone else who went out mentioned it. That was the worst part. They kept it alive.
That's what he get. How you randomly just pop up to somebody who don't nobody. D-Lay brought him on stage. He's on stage. He brought him to the microphone like this. All right, first person we're gonna start with is the nigga that don't nobody know. So, ladies and gentlemen, the nigga that don't nobody know.
I gotta see this. I cannot wait
to
see
this. Page right now, Pat. I was like, how? And then listen, so Billy made a whole video about Buddy, right? Buddy in the comments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he put it on his page. Buddy in the comments talking about I got caught off guard and all this type of stuff. Billy responded was like, nigga, you weren't invited. Nobody. Then this motherfucker responded was like, all right, cool. Next time then, champ. Next time. We don't know you.
Oh my God.
We don't know you. God.
That was like perfectly set up to be like a hero story. It just went completely the other way. Like if he would have done that and killed, yeah, it would have just been like, oh man, that's how we met that dude.
Jeez Louise, how ridiculous is that, man?
Everybody said he committed suicide on stage while he was still on stage. And that was it just reminded me of the Jamie Foxx thing. I was like, y'all stop doing this. Please stop.
Man.
Please stop. Oh man, I gotta see the Phillies.
You gotta see that, man. I was just like, who does that? Who exactly, Luella? You talking about next time? Next time, sir. There will be no next time. We have more security to make sure your goof ass don't get in. What are you talking about?
Oh man, bless him for trying though, man. That was brave. I don't know if I got the bravery for that, but like we said, check out Billy Sorrell's. I think he's having it open a little bit longer for his Patreon. So if you want to see it, that's the way to do it. Other than that, since Scary Squad is here and you guys list this long, we are, me and Tahir just had a plan. We are ramping up the Patreon in coming weeks, so we are actually going to be doing more games with you guys. We're going to bring back the watch parties and, the classics that you have to choose from, like Chit Chat and Serial and Death and Scandal. So stay tuned. The conspiracies are coming. The serial chats are coming. And the games and the watch parties are coming. So we're going to be doing a little bit more with the Scare Squad.
Yeah. And you're
Stop
right.
leaning into the mic.
What you talking about?
Stop leaning into the mic. Your voice isn't getting louder.
What you talking about?
That should have been the first hint.
This is for the audio for like in post, like when we upload it. That's what this is for. It don't sound loud.
Been the first hint.
Let me turn.
If I go like this, people hear me a lot louder.
Oh yeah. Well, mine is tapped into it's just recording. Mine isn't tapped into. You got a whole system over there. I can turn it up though. Hold on, you ain't said it. Turn it. Is that better?
Show your other hand.
Is that better?
Okay.
Is my mic hot?
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Damn Internet, You Stupid. I've been your host, your co-host, Patrick Clown.
And I'm Tahir Moore. We'll see y'all next week on another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.